how's it going? Yeah, I'm not near as organized as I should be at the moment. Oh boy, I can't even find. What the heck? I have been a going concern all day. Things are getting done around here. Where the heck did did it go? Hi, did you? I don't know where my cloud remote went. Sorry, folks. No, oh, there it is. There it is. Hope it's the right one. Yes, it is. There we go. How's it going? All righty. How's everybody doing today? Let me just fix this. Like this. And then lift you guys up just a little bit to get that light, whoops, out of, why is this? Oh, I've got the wrong one on. Hang on a second, folks. Sorry. Hang on. That should be a little better. Guess not, eh? Let's fix that. That. And then you like that. It's just not going to work, is it? You're going to see lights in my eyes. Hey, hey, hey. Whew. Hang on a second. Let me pop out the chat and wait for everybody to come in. We'll call live chat. And guess what? Oh. Somebody's here. And I'm going to show you. I'm not going to make her jump. She's here for this. Well, cratcha. Hairbrush time. Oh, she's really... I'm going to move back a bit, see if you can see. Actually, how thin she... Come here. But we're going to talk about Gracie in a minute. She wants... Oh, kidney bean! See, she doesn't kidney bean anymore. But I scratched the backs of her legs. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. With the hairbrush. And that keeps her... I'm not allowed to sit at my desk or even on the toilet without her coming in and getting a hairbrush. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Oh, yes. That's a spot, isn't it? See, this is what a kidney bean is now, guys. But that's okay. Okay? All right? Look out. Look out. Okay. All right. Where you go sit by the fire? Go on, go sit by the fire. Don't make eye contact. Okay, so a lot of things going. Scheisenheimer. Oh, yeah, I gotta... Why is it doing that? It's locked. It shouldn't be doing that. All right. Turn off this light. Okay. So a lot of stuff's going on. And I'm going to unpack it all for you. I'm going to unpack it for you, okay? Get a load of this. Oh, shoot. Get a load of this because this may be... Does that help if I do that? Nope. It only just shuts off half my face. Okay, so... Oh, my God. I can't stand looking at the lights in my face. I gotta clean these. Oh. Gonna open my window. I gotta put the screen back in it soon. Oh. What was that? Okay. Here's what's going on. Everybody say hi. Oh, I'm drinking so much tea. I'm floating a battleship, I swear it. Oh, I'm glad to see you back, Seashell. Oh, how are you feeling? Seashell's been very sick. Seashell's been very sick. So anyway, everybody say hi. I'm going behind the fan. Yeah, my color scheme is totally ruined today. Just go with it. I've been busy. All right. Is everybody done saying hello? There's only 44 of us, but it's Saturday afternoon. We don't expect to see, people are busy. People are busy, right? These are a little odd. Okay, there we go. That's better. So let's pop out. People are still saying hi. Come on. Everybody say hi so you're in the participants list. And then I can get on with what's going on. All right, participants list. I'm saying hello to Nat. Hey, Autumn Gypsy. Seashell, I'm really glad to hear that you're feeling better, honey. And, you know the rules. Lots of clear fluids, honey, lemon, the whole 9 yards. Ginger and garlic, too. Donna Lull, Kat, Doris Artman, Freaky Geek, Waldo, Kel Storm, Lisa Allen, Stephanie Alexander, Suze B, Tony Nicole, and Tony G. How's everybody doing today? So, I have been small town shanty in Saskatchewan. Okay, so I laid in bed till noon today. Maybe not noon, maybe 11. I got my window up, so I'm hearing noises and going, what's that? Had a storm yesterday, but I guess where our power comes from, storms are worse there. Ooh, really? Hey, Tony! So, love from Maple Creek. There we go. Okay, so I've started the move into this room as my bedroom. It's going to take some doing. So guess what, folks? Things are going to be all up in the air for about a week or so. I have the big dresser taken out of my room. And I have the spare bed taken out of my room. Do you know what I did? I've been asking Howie for like 2-3 weeks. Please get that bed out of my room. Please get it. Because we had that spare double bed put up in my room for when Mom was here. Mom and Karen were here for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, it's almost Easter, and I want the thing gone. I can't move in my room, right? Well, honey, you know what? I done raised my kids. And if I'm laying in bed till noon, it's because I can't get out of bed. Okay? What's been going on? Okay, so what's been going on with Gracie? Let's start off with Gracie, okay? Hey, Jack! Hi, Krista! Let's start off with what's going on with Gracie. I have no clue. You know that we went to the vet for more pain pills, and they gave us shit for feeding her the food that the only food she'll eat and all that. We're going to find a new vet. But here's what's going on. We've decided, like I have been on an emotional roller coaster, and so has Howard, and so has Briar since Christmas, because Gracie's been very, very ill. We still have not found out what the problem was. I still think that she has cancer, but I'm not putting her through any more tests. Not for $1,000 for no answers, right? So, well, that wasn't not $1,000 for no answers. We did buy food that made her sick from the vet, and we did buy. It's just that she doesn't like that food. Might work for everybody else, but not Gracie. Gracie's like her mama. She's contrary. So we got the pain pills, and we got some Pepto-Bismol capsules because we know that she's had diarrhea and that the anti-inflammatory, they gave us anti-inflammatories, and I will not give them to her, but every other day, and there's only 4 of them, so she's got 1 more coming. And we decided, didn't we, Dudu? I'm not clutching your bum again. Thing is she stopped eating the raw. She wouldn't eat it. So I warmed it up. And I noticed she was eating the parts that were kind of cooked. So we cooked it, and she ate it. Today, she ate a whole package of beef dinner that was supposed to be raw. Howie cooked it and fed it to her. And because that food is like, $25 for 4 pounds. She's laying on the floor back there. For 4 pounds, she wanted more. And I said to Howie, well, give her one, see if she'll eat one of the cans of dog food that we bought. Not the vet stuff, the good stuff. And he opened a can and she ate some more. So what's going on is Gracie has a little, oh, chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee. Or the birdies. Oh, no, those are nuthatches. Okay. So it doesn't matter. It's actually helping her with her diarrhea. Okay. We know, obviously, she's had some nasty gastrointestinal shit going on. And so she's now eating daily, drinking daily, and I give her a Pepto at night to help soothe any intestinal aggravation she may have suffered from eating during the day. So we've got it all sorted out. She takes 2 gabapentin, and tonight is her last anti-inflammatory, and a Pepto tablet, a Pepto capsule. And when I make my medicated butter for my popcorn, and I've been doing this 4 nights running now, when I finish pouring the medicated butter on my popcorn and I scrape it all out with a spatula, I take the very tip of my finger and go like this. And I get a little bit of can of butter, and I go in. She's tucked into bed by this point, because I won't do it until she's in bed. I tuck her in bed. She's had all her other meds, and I go in and I go like this onto her gums. And that dog sleeps without any discomfort, without any yiping or shifting to get into a better position. She just passes out and sleeps next to Mummy's bum all night long. Couple of nights, she slept up by my pillow, which made it really difficult to get comfortable. But she's doing, we have all decided that Gracie will be the one to decide when it's her time to go. She's in pain, but it's occasional pain now. It's like she'll yipe getting on or off the couch, but she goes outside. She doesn't run, she trots. And she can get up and down off my bed, get up and down off the couch, lay up and down. She's laying on the floor behind me. Right now, see? So I am at the point now where I'm not mourning her passing now. Because 3 times we thought we were going to wake up and she would be dead when we woke up. And she's rallied. And so we've decided to let her choose when it's time for her to go. People have been saying, oh, she's suffering. Put her down. Put her down. No, would you put, am I going to put my mother-in-law down just because she can't function properly? No, she's just fucking old. Pardon my mouth. She's just old. And she's had an illness. But she wants to live. And we're going to let her. Unless she gets to the point where every movement is pain and she can no longer eat, then we will talk about finding a soft place for her to land while she crosses the other side, if you know what I mean. But until then, she makes the decisions for herself, right? I know, eh? She'll never be better, but this is a good shot. You can see how thin. Well, actually, she's gained some weight because you can't count her ribs. One night I laid in bed with her. I mean, I've had at least 3 nights where I've cried myself to sleep with my dog. Because I've just but just leaking, just leaking while I petted her. And the one night before she turned, like the one night before she started to rally, she was on my bed next to me and she was under 2 blankets, 2 of them, right? 1 quilt and 1 heavy woven cotton blanket. And I was petting her and I could count her vertebrae and her ribs through the blankets. And that's, that was the last time, I was like, okay, you know what? And the emotional roller coaster that Howard and I have been on, is over. The ride's over, right? Hey, Kimmy! The ride for us is over. I'm not mourning. I'm not sad. Gracie will make the decision day to day where she wants to be and when she wants to be it. And the only time I get, is I have been mourning her and then she bounces back. So it's like, I'm just going to love her and cherish her every minute I have her for. And that's it. She's, and I'm not going to cry anymore because she's, until it's time to, because she's saying, hey, don't give up on me yet. I'm still here, right? The first time I heard people talking about ribs showing on an animal, I thought they peeled the skin back to see the ribs. Oh, no. But they were, almost poking through. She was that. So she's eating daily now. And it's only dog food. It's raw, but we cook it because that's the way she likes it. She gets whatever she wants. And we're doing okay. We're doing okay. She's lost weight. She has gone from kitty bean and getting up here to have her ears rubbed and stuff to being a lot more subdued. But guess what? When I'm on the toilet, she comes. She comes to be brushed. And she comes to have her ears rubbed because she can't jump up, but I'm low enough that if I lean forward and she puts her nose in my cleavage and then she gets her ears rubbed. So we've got a new routine. We're in a new routine. Nothing is ever going to be the way it was before, and nor should I expect it to be. We're getting old. All of us, right? So the Queen of Hearts, yes, she is. Thank you, Linda. Because you see, I'm going to get this Black Panther with the rose tattooed, covered up with a picture of Gracie. If I can afford it, after she passes. And I'm going to use Penn's painting that he did of her as the template. Thank you, Robert. Yeah. So, you just gave me a name for the tattoo because Peppy has my soul dog. And I didn't want to put my heart dog. It doesn't sound right. Queen of Hearts. Right over my heart. That's where the tattoo's going to go. I will eventually, and I'll get my niece Bronwyn to do it because she did Peppy's, and Bronwyn's another dog mom. So, that's that. Now, Gracie's been talked about. I have started changing rooms. Doesn't look like it in here, but you should see my bedroom, which is soon going to be. I don't know why I didn't think of it when I was moving all my craft stuff out of here. Why didn't I just move the whole office? Right? So that's what I'm doing. This office, this room is about 8 by 16, maybe 8 by 12, right? 8 by 12, 8 by 16. All I use is a bed, a dresser, and a bedside table. I don't need that huge room. So why I didn't completely move is beyond me, but it has begun. The spare bed that was put up for my mother-in-law and Karen, so they could sleep. Karen could have the spare bed. Mom could sleep in my bed. That bed has been broken down, literally. And the mattress is downstairs. And the frame, which is all IKEA wood, is on the deck. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it, but it's not going to all be kindling. I'm going to use some of it for my garden and stuff. Okay. Then, see, this is how I did it, because I've been asking for help to get that bed out of there. I've been asking for that bed to be out of there since the day after Christmas. And it was Howie's idea, saying, why don't you just move the office into your room and make this into a bedroom? And I went, for who? He said, for anyone who comes to visit. I said, no one comes to visit. We're too far away. Right? So, this is going to be my bedroom. And my bedroom, which is about 16 by 11, is a much bigger room. Okay, it's a much bigger room. This half which is my craft room right now, is actually going to be the office, and the other half where I'm sleeping right now is going to be my craft area. Hey, Joe Mama, did you get your letter? Hi, Lori. How's Vermont? So what I did is I got tired of asking. So I just stripped that bed, and it took me 15 minutes, but I got that mattress out into the hallway. And then I waited, and I sat down and wrote a letter to my cousin, and I sat down and wrote a letter to Joe. And when Howie came in for coffee, and he goes, what you doing? I said, oh, I can't get that bed frame apart. Would you mind taking it apart and put it on the deck for me? Oh, all right. He had to make a fresh pot of coffee anyway. And then, when he got it out there, I said, oh, because I've been asking this for a week. Can you take the mirror off the back of the dresser? You see, I have a great big long dresser that has like 6 drawers and a cupboard and a big mirror with double folding sides. And I said, and I've been asking him for a week now to take the mirror off the back so that I can get it out of the room. So he just got the bed frame out, and I said, oh, and while you're here, could you take that mirror off the dresser for me so I can get it out? Now, see, I've emptied that dresser. Here's the plan. I'm just talking. Is that okay? Here's the plan. I emptied out the entire dresser. And anything I haven't worn in over a year went into a garbage bag. Unless it was quiltable. But most of my stuff is stretchy, so it wasn't. Hey, Laura! Talking is good, singing is better. Tweedle-up, tweedle-up, tweedle-a-dee. That's tonight, baby. I'm as happy as can be. Jiminy cricket, Jiminy Jack. You make my heart go clickety-clack. Tweedle-at, tweedle-at, tweedle-a-dee. Okay, pretty sure that song won't get me dinged. Hey, Snacky T! Andrew from Yorkshire. Hello, hello, hello. I feng shui my room layouts, especially my sleeping direction. Well, I'm going to be facing my head south. I was going to face it east, but that is... maybe I'll face it east. Hey, Frida, how are you, darling? So, where was I? Oh, okay. So can you please take that mirror off the back of that dresser for me so I can get it out of there? So he takes the mirror off and he puts it out on the deck there. And I'm talking to him through the window and he said, "Did you say that dresser's empty?" I said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Well, what if I just slide it out onto the deck?" I said, "Oh, excellent." So I helped him because the sliding patio door has a thing that has things have to be lifted over. So the dresser and the mirror is out of my room. And the spare bed's out of my room. And so next what's happening is I'm getting a garbage bag. Now I have all of my clothing that I've kept, except for a couple of dresses that I save for special occasions like Christmas and stuff. They're hung up in a closet. But my closets don't have really clothing in them. They're full of craft stuff and gun safes and stuff like that. Hey, Jazzy, how are you, darling? To get another antibiotic. My doctor said he's running out of options for me. Yeah, I know that feeling. Hi, Jack. Hi, Charlene. So I then swept where the dresser was and washed the floor where the dresser was. And I moved my 2 fabric dressers over there and one of my towers of bins over there. Now, what's going to happen next is I've got all my clothes sorted into three laundry baskets. I've allowed myself 3 laundry baskets. 3 laundry baskets. You know me, folks. I don't dress fancy. I just wear a lot of shorts and t-shirts and tank tops because I'm always working, right? So I got my clothes in 3 laundry baskets. And now what happens, and I've got 3 shopping bags, big Walmart shopping bags out. And next, I'm going through all the fabric in those 2 dressers and the linen cupboard. I shit you not. I open my linen cupboard door and things go boo at me. I have to slam it and lock it. Ooh, it's scary. So I am setting out shopping bags for sheets and blankets and fabric. And I'm emptying the dressers of fabric and the linen cupboard of linen, probably tomorrow. And then I'm going to sort through them into 3 piles. Pitch it, save it, quilt it. It has begun. There's no going back now. As a matter of fact, I can't even get on my bed because it's covered in stuff. I avoid antibiotics at all costs because all I ever get is a raging yeast infection. So then it's going to be in 3 bags. Garbage bag, pitch it, quilt it. And then all of the fabric drawers of those 2 dressers they're going to be empty and they're going to be put out on the deck and I'm going to spray them with bleach water to discourage mice from ever nesting in my fabric drawers again. Organize chaos, exactly. But I see the organization, even though it looks like chaos. So I'm going to spray bleach the drawers and sun them so that mice don't ever smell their smell in my drawers again. See, that's how mice find each other. That's how they have trails. They don't have bladder. Well, they have bladders, but they can, when they run, they can pee while they run, and that leads a trail for them to follow back to where they were. So all the drawers are getting sprayed with bleach water and aired out in the sun. And then one of those white dressers is going to be filled with all the fabric I'm keeping for future projects. And the other dresser is coming in here, and it's going to hold my 3 laundry baskets of clothes. Oh my God, Kimmy, you have no idea. I have a large truckload of stuff I'm getting rid of. I ship to our local Goodwill. Well, here's the thing, right? I'm the Goodwill shopper. But the truth is they have something called maxsold.org. Okay? Write this down. maxsold.org. This is a company whose, God love them. If somebody, say if Howie and I conked out tomorrow, my sons could hire them to come in, hire people to come in and clean, and then my sons can go through what they want, and the rest, Max Sold comes in and they portion it up. They take pictures of it all. They sell it online, and then the following Saturday after the auction closes, everybody has to come and pick up their stuff. Well, I love maxsold.org. I gave up thrift stores for this because I bought my whole, that is now, I bought a tall boy with the matching mirror dresser, okay? A tall boy that had drawers and a cupboard, and the mirror with the long dresser with the folding mirror and a cupboard in the center. 2 bedside tables and a matching bed for $169 off maxsold.org. And I'll never give up that bed. I love that bed. The mattress was $2. And yes, everything got sprayed, but it was a beautiful, clean house that everything came from. So those 2 white dressers were Nan's. Those were Nan's, right? So when she left and told me to burn everything, I just took what I wanted, right? But so one of them's coming in here, and it's going to hold 3 laundry baskets. I figured this out mathematically. And the other one is going to have all my fabric in it that I may want to work on with the 5 unfinished quilts that I've got started all over the house. That's what that dresser's going to be for. Now, the bag of sheets and blankets, that the sheet that I only have flats, I don't have fitted for them anymore because they wear out. And I have a whole bunch of blankets because whenever you shop with maxsold.org, okay, say you buy something and it's a mystery box. It'll say, oh, with my bed, they just threw in a box full of bedding. A box full of bedding. So I've got a dresser downstairs that I don't know if Howie's using it or if he's thrown it out, but the last I looked, it was full of sheets and blankets. So here's what I'm doing. Hey, Mary, how's it going? It's Mary, right, Rodney? Everybody knows. If you know, you know. I've told my kid they will need to research. I have an extension collection of antique vintage sewing machines. I got 4 sewing machines that are about to go to the curb. I told them if they go to Goodwill, I will haunt them forever. You know what? Okay, here's the deal. I'm not looking at the, thank you, Mary. I'm not looking at the chat because I don't want to lose where I am in the tree. This monkey is in the tree. So then the bag of flat, unmatched, fitted sheets, maybe some pillowcases, and odd blankets are being set aside. And then all the fabric, because I got a lot of fabric, I threw out a garbage bag, and I'm not doing that anymore. All the fabric that I am not going to use, or all the fabric that is going into one of the 5 quilts that I have started that have to be finished, that's what that dresser is for. The rest of the fabric is getting cut up into squares and whipped up into tied quilts like I made for Bubba, right? Using the blankets as liners, the flat sheets as backing, and all my yarn that I've got a bag of yarn somewhere for tying. And I'm going to be taking off the wool shop quilt off the frame, and I am going to produce a minimum of 5 quilts between now and the end of summer. Then, you see, my linen cupboard gets sorted, and all the sheets that match and then match the beds in this house will go back into the linen cupboard. The finished tied fast quilts will be folded and put in the linen cupboard so that I have nice things to offer people when they come to stay overnight instead of odd blankets and odd sheets and stuff. And then I start working on the office studio. Hey, Rosie. I can be very competitive when it comes. Hi, Tina. We are at our son's daughter-in-law's house. I'm making meals and bread, and Chris is helping get the nursery ready. Yay! So, do you want to see? Nah, I'll leave it for a surprise. So next, I have to, after I'm done all sorting through all the dressers and stuff, and I have my pile that I'm going to put aside for quilting, and then there's a garbage bag, okay? And then the drawers get washed and set out in the sun. Then my back wall is free to be painted Toronto Maple Leafs blue. And all of this backdrop is coming down and being redone on the back wall or on the side wall of my bedroom or of the office. The craft table is being moved under my window where my bed is right now. And this desk, and by the way, this desk goes all the way to the ceiling. That's all my tree stuff for the different seasons of trees, right? This is like a doctor's desk or a legal desk or something. So the back wall is going to be painted Toronto Maple Leafs blue. The lights are going up. The sheets are going up. The clouds are going up. And my desk is going to go against the wall across from the blue wall. And I won't have to open curtains of a wall to go out anymore, right? And then, so there's going to be my desk and my wall and my tree in the corner. And over there is going to be my craft table. And there's the closets with mostly craft stuff. And then one dresser, and all my stackable bins are going against the wall. And then this, my bed comes in here. I think I'm going to face my head east, because then I can put the fan right on the shelf and it blows right on my bed. And then my bedside table and my dresser. And that way I can leave that shelf. If I want to put a little TV up there, I can. You know what I mean? Yep, I said hi to Happy Jack. Or Happy Guy Jack. We donated a lot of our... Well, see, this started, this is taking years. This started 2 years ago when we went to the local yard sale and we got rid of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A whole china cabinet. Massive amounts of books and cookie jars and dishes and you name it. It's just, movies and all kinds of stuff just went. Everything went. And so now I've decided that this room is too small to contain me. It's fine for me to sleep in because that's all I do in my bedroom is sleep, look at my phone, get dressed, that kind of thing, right? Why? I'm done hiding my light under a bushel and I'm opening up that whole room. We don't need any more guest rooms. We have a guest room. We have two, but Howie sleeps in one. So my darn dishwasher is leaking in the corners front. I'll see how long it will take to manage or to fix it. Do yourself a favor. Do what I did. Get yourself a boot tray and slide it underneath, and it will leak into the tray, and you can just dump it. If the leak is not too bad, right? You remember when I did the yard sale? Well, that was 2 years ago. Just another pile of stuff from exciting. Well, that, yeah. If I stay still too long, I'll just become a lump on a log, and things will just start piling up, and they'll cover me, and one day they'll find this mummified body in a pile of craft stuff, and they'll wonder, oh, that's where she went. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So things are going to be catch can for some time. All right. Tonight may be the last Sassy Saturday in this room. Hubby's going to have to open in the middle of our fresh. I managed to stop up the sink today. Ooh, put lye down it. I just, Howie's got a lot on his plate, but guess what? It's March. Guess what happens next month? The spring race meeting. Okay. Then I become a racing widow. So I've decided I got to get stuff done. So that wall this week is getting painted one way or another. This is going to start coming down, but I can't just, I'm way past the energy levels of my age and life and physical disability to do it all in one day like I would have in the past. That was well before YouTube, folks. Yes, Linda, thank you for reminding me. I will be reading tonight before Sassy Saturday. I will be reading at 8:30, and Sassy Saturday will follow on Patreon at 9. Right? Hey, Corey! Yes, you did make it. That's right, getting her done. So, it's going to take a few weeks, but I want it done before Easter because I want to redecorate that tree in the new office for Easter. So that's what's going on. I have to piddle. I'll be right back. Oh. And the bathroom's right there. Oh. Hi, baby. I'm not cracking your bum. My goodness. All right, here we go. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yes, baby. Get better. Oh, I love you, Gracie. You're my baby girl. Look out, Mommy's gotta go. People are waiting on me. You want a bath? You want to get in the tub and have a bath? I didn't think so.
Did you
Is your mommy, baby? Is your mommy, baby? You are. You are. I love you. I actually think she's moving better because she has lost weight. So that's what's going on over the next couple of weeks. Hey, I completely understand because it's taken almost 2 months to get my bedroom furniture done, and I'm still not done painting and staining everything. Paint is the bitch of our age, isn't it? Well, thank you, Susby. Susby. Uh-oh. I went and had a pee, and of course I had to scratch her bum. Bum scratch? Oh, yeah. Crutcha. Yeah, there you go. There. She's taking advantage now. She really is. And I love it. I have no problem with that. Oh my goodness. She's right here beside me now. Oh, for God's sakes. My goodness. Oh my good crutcha bum. Yeah. See her back? It's like a ridge. And I can see her hips here. Oh, crutcha bum. Crutcha. Oh, there you go. There you go. There, now go. Go lay down by the stove. Go lay down by the fire. Come here. Turn around a little bit. Turn around. Do you want your ears rubbed? I'm not going to ask you to get up. Oh, see, this is what she does when I'm on the toilet. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. It's your mommy, baby girl. So, yes. Catcha. One more bum scratch, and then you got to bugger off. Oh, catcha bum. Oh, crutch. It's not her bum, it's the backs of her legs. Because she can't reach them. Oh, and then crutch a bum right there. Oh, God. There you go. There you go. Okay, go. Go lay down by the fire. Go on. So, yes, there's going to be a sassy Saturday. Absolutely going to be a sassy Saturday. Reading Little Town on the Prairie on the reading channels at 8:30, and Sassy Saturday is at 9. This might be the last sassy set. Well, it's going to be the last sassy Saturday with this backdrop. Because once I paint that wall, you saw how long it took me it took me an entire day to plaster and paint one little wall in the dining room. Well, that's pretty much what's going to happen next. So, hey, Grampy Campy. Hi, Kim. How's it going? Hey, Joanne. I know. She's got the most beautiful, she's got the most expressive eyes. Like I can, and the hardest part is that we know how to communicate, right? And when she was at her worst, she would hang off the cushions of the couch and look at me, or she'd stand in front of me and hang her head and look at me like, I can't do this much longer, Mom. I can't. And it's like, I don't know what else to do for you, baby. Right? But we're doing. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? We don't care about venues. We're just happy to be together. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. I gotta put that on the list. Yeah. What you're seeing is acceptance and relief. I'm not crotching your bum no more today. A Coke. I don't drink that stuff. I sometimes have watered down ginger ale, like Canada Dry. I'll not even half. I'll get, when Rebecca sent me all those groceries, she sent me 6 mini cans of ginger ale. 1 mini can would put about this much, and then I would fill it up with water. Mike Myers. What about Mike Myers? What about Mike Myers? I love Mike Myers. What's my favorite Mike Myers movie? So I Married an Axe Murderer. So I Married an Axe Murderer. Oscar Reiner. All right, so now what? Oh, yeah, the garden. The garden's doing really well. My tomato plants are about that big. And I had a caffeine-free root beer yesterday, and it tasted like syrup. Ugh. Well, I don't trust soda pop anymore since I saw that they had found nano technology in Coca-Cola and Pepsi. They're going to get in India one way or another, right? So I didn't even want the ginger ale, except it was, I was feeling so crappy. My stomach was so upset that watered down ginger ale actually made me drink more. So now the funeral sets me back another week. Well, you know what, honey? Hockey mask wearing spooky guy. You just keep doing what I'm doing. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Okay? I now have a plan. It's been a really 2024. Okay, let's put it this way. 2018 to 2024 were miserably hard years. A lot of fear and a lot of anger and a lot of division going on in the world. And they're still trying it. They stopped using seduction to sell stuff, and they started using fear. And I'm done. Okay, I'm done. It's 2025. It is now time to turn a corner. And that's what I'm doing. Because guess what? I am in this house. 98% of my life is on this property. 98% of my life. Okay? I don't go anywhere very often. Why? Because I don't need to go anywhere, right? But I have to be careful, or I could end up agoraphobic, and that runs in my family. So, it's time for me to shake things up, right? So I have decided that Howie has a race car. And I'm done putting my light under a bushel. And I want to play too. So I'm going to do whatever I want with these 2 rooms. But my garden, I've got probably 100 celery plants. I have approximately 20 plus tomato plants. I've got at least 10 pepper plants. And my leeks. I found another tray too. Remember I was putting them in the lids of trays? Well, we found another tray out on the deck, so I'm going to replant my leeks deeper. Hi, Pinecone Collector. Oh, Diet Pop's even worse because it's full of chemicals. More chemicals. aspartame, all that shit that can cause, all that stuff that's not good for you. So I have been off pop for years and years and years, except at Christmas time when I would buy myself a little couple of 6-pack of glass bottles of Coke. I won't even drink that anymore. But if you want, go off pop for a month. If you're a regular soda pop drinker, go off pop for a month. And then if you want it, water it down half and half and put it over ice and see what happens. You'll get the flavor, but it won't be overwhelming, right? And that way you can enjoy it. I tagged you in a post with a video. That's why I drink regular in moderation. Exactly, but I water mine down just because. Well, I never drank pop really until I drank... Oh, that's my oven. I'll be right back. I'm decarboxylating some stuff for tonight. Oh, it smells good in here. Oh. Alrighty, folks, I just realized it's 5 o'clock and I haven't made supper. And it's Saturday. So I'm making bacon and eggs. Actually, it's not bacon and eggs. I'm making bacon and vegetable cheese omelets with peppers and onions and celery and cheese and eggs. Is doing things in the background all the time, Pinecone Collector. Notifications are iffy. I know. You know what? YouTube is just basically like Facebook. They've just thrown everything up in the air and they're just, catching what they can. Okay? So I have to get off here, but the garden's doing well. I like my setup in the dining room, the way I have it. I look at it this way now. Not many people visit us. And when they do, there's the living room. And the dining room, 80% of the year, the dining room is a dining room, right? Except at plant starting season. I have a kitchen, a dining room, and a living room for people to visit in, and a bathroom for them to use. Everything else is mine. And I'm going to do it downstairs, Howie's making into Howie's place. Except for the back far bedroom, that's the guest room. So we have a guest room. And Howie and I have separate living quarters, basically. But we always come together for dinner and dinner and TV at night and talk over our days and make our plans and all that stuff. At this point, being married for us means loving each other enough to make sure each other is as comfortable in their own space as they can be, as you can make them. And we do that for each other. Anyway, I have to go. Oh, I drink tea. I drink tea and water. I have to go. I have to go put the bacon on and slice some potatoes for frying. And make dinner. I've got a half an hour to make dinner, 3 hours to watch TV, and then it's Little Town on the Prairie Live on Reading with Beverly Wolfe, and then Sassy Saturday for my patrons at 9 p.m. I love you guys. I just wanted to let you know everything that's going on so that everything's going to be up in the air between now and when I plant. Okay? This is the time I have to get everything settled the way I want it to be before I have to start killing myself in the garden. All right? I love you. I got to go make some bacon and some cheese vegetable omelets for supper. All right? Take care. God bless. Reading fans, see you at 8:30. Patrons, see you at 9. I love you. Take care. God bless. Mwah. Poke, poke, poke.